Hey you guys, what's up? How's it going? Logical Gaming here, and we got 100 subscribers. Woo, man! That is so awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited about that. I can't believe it. I'm so grateful to all of you. And my goal when I started this channel was to hit 20, and it's awesome to be at 100. And so to celebrate, I had that new intro you just saw, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm going to be doing a beta key giveaway. So if you really need a beta key and you don't have one yet, comment below. And yeah, I'll pick one at random. So thanks. So yeah, comment I want the beta key or something funny, or I don't know. And what we have here in front of us is my greatest creation, probably. Yeah, it is my greatest creation. Took the most work for sure. And it's completely based off of the first episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the TV show. And if you haven't seen that, go Google it right now and watch it all, because you won't want to stop. And then come back to this video and finish watching it. So yeah, you guys, you got to watch that show if you haven't. It's definitely my favorite show. And let's get into this. Enjoy the game. This is a fairly accurate creation of Avatar: The Last Airbender. You are Katara in the Southern Water Tribe. So, here is our little tribe. If we go up to this guy, he'll just say, hey. See what she says. Your grandma has a flower on her head. I think it is way too big, personally. Let's see what... Hey, Katara, your grandma had something she wanted to tell you. So if we go over to here, she says, hey your brother just left to go fishing. I think you should join him. He could use all the help he can get. So, let's go over there. Talk to him, and he says, what do you want? I guess you can tag along, but no bending allowed. Now get in the canoe. And seriously, you guys, lots of this took so much effort to get all the timing right and the conversations. I'll show you the brains. They're pretty crazy. And I made this entire canoe from scratch. I glued a bunch of log beams together and put the planks on the bottom. And I'm pretty proud of it because it works pretty good. So you hop in, it starts doing sound effects, water sound effects, all kinds of stuff. Then you go over here and it goes into this. Dang it. Ah, shoot. I totally forgot. I changed the camera angle and it didn't work out. So let's fix that real quick and go through it again. Man, that wasn't as smooth as I hoped. So we'll change this camera angle. It was off a bit. I'll just zoom it out, make it so it'll work for sure. So we'll go like that. And that should be good. Okay, let's run through this again. La da 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 da. I mean, and I really tried to make this as good as I could. Like, all these teepees, I had to make them from scratch because I didn't want to buy the tent prop. So I glued log beams, and those are lily pads up there. And I just put 2 triangles. I know they look way too smooth and everything, but that was as good as I could do. So we'll talk to him again. And it's set up so you can't do anything unless you do the other thing first. I can't just hop in the canoe right away. I have to talk to him first. And I'll show you how I did that. So hopefully this camera angle works this time. So we go. He's trying to catch some fish. It says, okay, Katara, I see some fish. Hold still and don't do anything. And Katara over here, she thinks it's a good idea to start waterbending. And look, I'm waterbending to catch a fish. And there's all these fish in the water that she's pulling up. And then he's like, stop, don't do that. No. And then he gets splashed like crazy. And he says, how come every time you use your magic water, I get soaked? So that's that. Oh well, let's keep going. So we're going, and there's this tunnel over here. Wow, I haven't ever seen this tunnel before. Maybe it has a lot of fish. So let's check it out. So we go in here. Holy cow, what is that? So we hop out. That was tricky to make happen too. She says, whoa, that is crazy. Katara, we should leave and tell Grandma. But be careful, I bet one hit with a water bend will do something bad. So we'll charge up our water bend like in the last video, jump and boom. Super flashing light power. I just made a ton of effects in that and made it really big. And I come in here. It says, hello, my name is Aang, nice to meet you. And that's as far as I've gotten. I'm not done yet. And he'll follow you with flying. So that's all I've got so far. And that took a really long time to get everything working so smoothly like that. So I'm just going to explain some things generally. I'm not going to go line by line because that would take way too long because there's so many crazy stuff. So what I did is I used a bunch of these Boolean variables. And what they do is just a simple true-false. And so you can say when this thing is true, then you'll do this. And if it's false, then you'll stop. And so this is saying as soon as I talk to the grandma, I have a variable called in a conversation. And that variable equals true. And so, and because that variable equals true, in Katara's brain, it says, okay, if that's equal to true, where is it? I have a ton of them. So if it's equal to true, then it's done executing. So then you lose all your control. So you can't move or jump or do anything. And then once she's done talking, once the grandma's done talking, it switched back to the first page, and that page says when this page is entered, it equals false. So then you get your controls back and everything. And so I use that principle a lot in this level. Like even with like this thing, it'll say when it detects the canoe, the found tunnel equals true, and then that triggers Sokka to say a bunch of stuff. I have a fish variable for once I'm in fishing range, and all kinds of stuff. And then this thing took a lot of work, and it's kind of a mess. I don't exactly know where all the brains are, but if we go inside this logic cube does some stuff. So if we grab that, it's so tricky to get everything. Go to the brain. So when my waterbending sphere bumps the big sphere, it sets this ing found variable equal to true, and then it switches to the next page. And this is just saying it'll subtract the terrain at the position of the logic cube, which is in the middle of it. There's a logic cube in there at a radius of 8, and so that's why all the terrain goes away. And then it'll subtract from itself a smaller circle, which lets you be able to jump in and through, if you saw that. So that's all that one does. And then there's a couple more inside. Like in this one just says, oh dang it, I moved it. And then this one just says, when it's found, when it's true, it'll do a shockwave and then destroy itself. And so really the tricky thing was getting all the timing to line up perfectly. Like if you look at Sokka's brain, he has so many timers in his brain. Like in a ton of pages, like all these timers for when the text comes at the perfect time. Tons of switching pages, tons of these variables and stuff. And it really just took a lot of work to get everything to line up perfectly like that. And so, yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I think it's a pretty short video for how much work it was. But I hope you liked it. Hope you're as excited as I am for 100 subscribers. I bet you aren't, but I'm excited. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you comment if you need a beta key. And see you in the next episode.